Hi everybody, welcome to Camp Campbellgard. My name is Pete.
And I'm Sean.
And today we're going to be looking for animals. We're going to be trying to track them. Now before we begin and before you ever go out into the woods or whatever, you need to let an adult know what you're doing.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna go see if we can find some animals. Yes, we'll be careful. Okay, bye.
Okay, we've taken care of that. Now let's go find some animals.
All right, everybody. So we're gonna be looking for tracks and signs of animals. So tracks, I'm sure you've seen before. We're gonna be looking on the ground for whatever tracks we can find. We might watch some fence posts and some trees for hair and things like that. We're gonna be looking for animal burrows and just a lot of really cool stuff like that. We might even get really lucky and find some animal scat. That's poop. Only if we're really lucky. Now, before we begin, we got to talk about some safety things. You always want to be careful of things like rivers and streams. Make sure you wear good clothes to be in the outdoors so that you can go hiking and all of that very safely. And anytime you might encounter animals, it's a good thing to remember what we call the rule of thumb. And to help with that, I'm going to ask Sean to talk a little bit more about the rule of thumb.
All right, so basically the rule of thumb is when we see an animal, as Pete the turkey there, we put our thumb up. If we can see the animal around our thumb still, we are too close. So what we want to do is we want to back up far enough where that animal is well hidden behind our thumb. So you see right there, even though he's still dancing around, he is behind our thumb. Now, if we get too close, or the animal gets too close to us, where we can see the animal around our thumb, we are too close. Too close. We got to back up to a safe distance. Right there. All right, fantastic.
Hey everybody, found something really cool here. If you want to come in close, right here we have tracks left behind, and as you can see at the toes, there is no indentation from a claw. So typically when we see a track like this, usually that's indicative of some kind of cat. Now in our case, at this particular time, it's probably somebody's house cat out for a little explore, but still very, very cool. If you come up here and look, we've got some more tracks. These are tracks from white-tailed deer, and you can kind of see like the two parts of the hoof coming together towards a point there. So the deer was headed in that direction. So just really cool stuff.
All right here we have some bird tracks, probably maybe great blue heron. Right around here, you can see all these, lines going through. It's hard to see with some of the silts down here by the river. We've also got right here a feather. So that's pretty cool. Looking at this, possibly turkey feather, which is pretty cool. We have a lot of turkeys that go through the field here, especially in the morning. It's kind of cool to. Sorry, I'm just kind of scanning the field to see if I can see any. But it's really cool to see them walk across the field in the morning. Usually 3 or 4 of them go.
Got another animal sign right here. We call this scat. But really just another name for scat is poop. So right here we found some scat. And this type of scat, those small tight little pellets, is indicative of an herbivore. So maybe a deer or something similar. I'm not totally sure what maybe this scat is from, but
there.
The suspicion maybe?
Yes, I think we might have figured it out. The goat. All right, we have right here the entrance to a groundhog hole or den. Groundhogs, also known sometimes as woodchucks, are part of the. I'm going to approach slowly and make sure he's not in there. I don't want him to come out after me. Part of the group of large ground squirrels known as marmots. And there's actually right here. There's some scat. Not quite sure what that is, but definitely a sign of an animal. Going back to our groundhog hole here. So we've got one here. We've also actually got one going a quick walk over here. Way over here. A little bit further out in the field. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. We've got another groundhog hole. Most likely the same groundhog. I think typically they kind of dig two holes, kind of one for entrance, one for exit, things of that nature, case of emergencies, things like that. So, and this one actually has the dirt has some good deer prints. All right, so as we're walking down a trail, we saw right here, you see a small game trail right there, going right up the center of the camera. Now, oftentimes the animals might try to find the path of least resistance, so to speak, when they're going kind of far distances. So we know we've got our field right here. A lot of times you don't see these till you're right up on them. You have to, from this angle, you can't see it, like I said, so you're walking right past it there. So what's really cool is sometimes you can see it kind of continue on through to the other side of the field right there where Pete was pointing out. So it's really cool. They're actually making it right from one side of the trees, from one bit of trees to the other ones. That's really cool.
We see some vultures circling right here. Now sometimes it's a misconception that they necessarily circle when there's something dead. A lot of times they're just taking advantage of the updrafts and the air currents that are available to them to help them soar higher.
It's like a red-tailed hawk right there. Camera's trying to zoom in and out.
Hey, thanks so much for watching CCG Adventures with Sean and Pete. We'll see you next time, and in the meantime, keep looking out for animals.